All right, moving on to the next topic at hand. So there is a thing that it happens every year, which I kind of news to me, although I'm not surprised that it is a thing. But this is reported off of Variety.com, written by Stephanie Fogel. World Video Games Hall of Fame 2019 finalists announced. The World Video Game Hall of Fame in Rochester, New York, announced the 12 finalists for its 2019 class on Thursday. Here's the full list of potential inductees: Candy Crush, Centipede, Colossal Cave Adventure, Dance Dance Revolution, Half-Life, Microsoft Windows Solitaire.
Time out. What's the category?
This is the Hall of Fame. These are like the Hall of Fame. Apparently, there's a Hall of Fame. I'll read more.
Well, here's what I'm confused about. I just want to clarify, because I don't want anyone to think like I'm an idiot or something.
Right.
Usually, a Hall of Fame has a category for different things. So, like, you go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and people aren't just like inducted for no reason. They have to be put there for a reason. And my question is are these nominated games to be inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame?
Yes.
And if they are, for what reason?
I will read more to answer that question. To be eligible for introduction for the World Video Games Hall of Fame, games must reach icon status and have longevity, geographical reach, and influence. The 2019 class reportedly received thousands of nominations for more than 100 countries. Fans can vote their finalists from now through March 28th by visiting worldvideogamehall-of-fame.org. The 30 games that received the most votes from a ballot and joined 27 other ballots submitted by members of the International Selection Advisors Community, which is comprised of game journalists and scholars. The World Video
So
Game...
they're just being so there is no like finite category. It's just like if it hit this certain mark and people really like it, then it can be entered.
Exactly.
Got it. Understood.
Yep. So to continue the list of what's on here, let's see. So Microsoft Windows Solitaire, Mortal Kombat, Myst, NBA 2K, Sid Meier's Civilization, Super Mario Kart, and Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Melee, wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So these games haven't been inducted yet. They're just potentially could.
Yeah, these are the potentially the games that are inductees, and 3 of them will move on to become into the Hall of Fame. So,
it's fascinating how they categorize that too.
Like there's no, like you said, like there's no particular category. It's just kind of like if this game meets this quota and it's reached a good number of influence, not only just in the United States but like globally, and it's still talked about or revered, then it has a good shot at getting into the Hall of Fame. Which, second, I didn't realize there was a Hall of Fame of games, which I shouldn't be that surprised, but that's still cool.
Do we have a short list of games that are currently in the Hall of Fame? Because this is the first time I've ever heard of this.
I can.
Or if I've heard of it before, like it wasn't a big thing, so I don't know.
Right. Let me click on the link here and let's see if it'll show me the list of Hall of Fame games, inductees, nominate video game, timeline. Oh, actually, right here. Perfect. All right. No, that just tells me the history of video games, which, okay, sure, that's cool. I'll just dig into deeper.
Not what I was looking for, but yeah.
Yes. I need to find out what the list of games are, as far as like what's actually in the Hall of Fame. But that's cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, like, does it say when it was established?
Yeah. I'm going back to about what imports foreign was electronic games, mobile. Anyone can nominate a game, Hall of Fame, vinyl selections, the museum. 68,000. I don't see no date.
Fascinating.
Oh wait. No. Yeah, I see no date essentially.
Because like there was a few games that were not listed off there, and I'm thinking like, there's no way that Tetris can be in the Hall of Fame. Like, there's no way that Tetris can't be there.
Yeah, reading off the site, just on the About page, it's just a specific paragraph, I think, explains some of that. What are the best video games of all time? What are the most important? The World Video Game Hall of Fame, trademark, at the strong recognizes individual electronic games of all types, arcade, console, computer, handheld, and mobile, that have enjoyed popularity over a sustained period and have exerted influence on the video game industry or on popular culture and society in general. Inductees to the World Video Game Hall of Fame. These are the ones who made it in, actually. So, here's your list: Donkey Kong, Doom, Final Fantasy VII, Grand Theft Auto 3,
Yeah.
Halo Combat Evolved,
I see why. Yeah.
John Madden Football,
Yeah.
The Legend of Zelda,
Okay.
The Oregon Trail,
Yeah.
Pac-Man,
Makes sense.
Pokemon Red and Green,
Yeah.
Pong,
Mm-hmm.
The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, Space Invaders, Space War. I don't know that one, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's not before my time. Street Fighter 2, Super Mario Brothers, Tetris, Tomb Raider, and World of Warcraft.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
All right. That makes that's better. What'd you see?
Okay. No, it says that they're all on display or on are on permanent view in the museum's e-game revolutions exhibit. So it seems like if your game made it in, like, it will be displayed at a museum for the Hall of Fame.
That's awesome.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I knew that there was museums that like dedicated to the history of video games and all that kind of stuff, which I was like, that's awesome, and I would love to actually go and see like physical carts of games and just cases and stuff like.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking
Yeah.
dope. But yeah, I didn't know there was a Hall of Fame, which is fucking crazy. And a few of the games listed on there, I would love to see make it. Like the nominees. There's a few that I could give two shits if they make it. Like, I get why Solitaire's on there, but come on.
I know.
Something's got to be true.
That's a game that everybody plays when they get a new computer, especially back in the 90s.
Yeah, and I would say that Solitaire was more of a time waster than it was anything to do with being influential on the gaming, whatever you want to call it.
Its influence. Yeah, or
its influence is weak in my opinion. Like, it's really not that much enough to signify it to make a goddamn to make the cut. Like, it just doesn't make sense that it would make the cut.
Yeah.
What were some of the other ones on there?
So the other ones again were Candy Crush, Centipede, Colossal Cave Adventure, Dance Dance Revolution, Half-Life, Mortal Kombat, Myst, NBA 2K, Sid Meier's Civilization, Super Mario Kart, and Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Yeah, there's a bunch on there that definitely deserve it.
Absolutely.
Mortal Kombat, 100%. I mean, that really like ushered in a certain age of video games, especially fighting games.
They were one of the two games that inadvertently helped make the ESRB.
Yes, absolutely. Oh God.
There's another game I want to throw in there. Two of them actually. Half-Life, because to this day, a lot of people still talk about Half-Life, and Half-Life 3 if there ever was going to be one.
Well, okay, let's hold off on that for a second, because the thing that irritates me about that is that is a meme. There are a shit ton of people, and I've met them, who have never touched a Half-Life game, yet follow that whole, like, when's Half-Life 3 meme? So, like, yes, Half-Life 2, primarily Half-Life 2, let's be honest here, is very influential. And I would never argue that it doesn't or does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I would argue, however, that it's not because it was that it deserves to be there because it's influential, deserves to be there because it was a landmark game. It changed the way that first person games should be played. The people who've talked about it, they talk about it because it was such a monumental moment in their gaming life that's why it deserves to be there. I don't think it deserves to be there because people were talking about it on the internet, Anthony.
I mean, there's obviously other big reasons why too, but I'm just saying, like, to this day, like the Half-Life series is still relevant for game series that debuted in 2001. I want to say, or no, 1999.
I love how the video footage that you show keeps showing the ending of Half-Life 2.
Oh, right. Oh.
Just like, well, I mean, nobody would really know. And the game's old as shit, so like, if you haven't played it, like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you that
Spoilers.
Like, it's not a spoiler in my book. The game's old enough for people that played it, and it's all over the fucking internet.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
But I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh, that's the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could totally see Mario Kart making it. And that's the SNES one, right?
I believe so. Or I think it's just in general, I want to say. So,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, I would say Melee, another huge one that, especially with the esports scene and how big that has gotten, like, that is definitely.
See, that's what irritates me, is that if Super Mario Kart is a in general category or nominee, why just Melee? Like, it should be Smash Brothers as a whole.
Good point. I think it's maybe talking about Super Mario Kart, the original. I think that's maybe one of the things.
That's right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Because yeah, you're right. You're right. Melee is specifically on here that details which one of the Smash Brothers. So yeah, I want to see what the final inductees are. So yeah, I'm excited. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, see how that goes.